Hello students, welcome back to RSG Online 2021 and today I am speaking on session 29 and as you all know that this is relating to a BBA program, the third semester affiliated to Bangalore University. Now let me recapitulate. In my earlier video I have told you about the meaning of training and what exactly it means. The training is a very popularly used and most common word which everybody knows about it, which everybody heard of. And what exactly the meaning of it? We discussed in the previous video. And let me tell you about the need for training in this video, children. So here, let's have this learning objectives now. It provides information about the need for training in an organization. It also facilitates the information necessary to understand the importance of the same. The need for training, why it is important. Now let's have a look at this. The need for training. Here, the deficiencies in the performance. If there is no training, definitely the new person, the new entrant to the organization will not be knowing the right way of performing a particular task or a job given to him. So it is very important to give them a proper training to know about the skill, the knowledge, the steps or the procedures to start with. We have organizational development. Organizational development means once we have a better performance, once all the people who actually the employees gives their best in the organization only, we can expect organizational development. So for that also the training is a must. It enhances organizational effectiveness. So this is very important. It enhances the effectiveness. What exactly the effectiveness? Effectiveness tells us about the efficiency. The people, the profitability of the organization, the effectiveness, the efficiency of the organization, the name, the reputation and everything. So for all these things, once again, the root cause is a performance. The root cause is the performance of every employee in an organization. And especially the new entrant, the people who are joined the organization as the new employees, the first time, they need to know what exactly the role they have to play and how it has to be played, the skills involved, the knowledge involved, the procedures involved and all those things. Those things will be given only in training. So hence, training is a must. It's very important. See, all these things revolves around the training need identification. In order to understand the training need identification means you need to identify the need for training. So these are the things, the 5 things that revolves around. One is deficiencies in the performance, then organizational development, and here we have organizational effectiveness, and here we have specific area of training. The specific area of training tells us about how exactly you are going to manage with this. The specific area of training, where exactly the training or that skill or that particular work has to be done. That's important. The specific group of functionaries, a particular group, the team, where exactly the work has to be done. So here it is a group. Here it is individual, whether it is individual necessity to know about the job or the role to be played, and whether it is a group efficiency or the need to know about their roles. Finally, the training is ultimate. That's very much required. The importance and need for training can be analyzed with these points. Let's see now. It is in the new entrants attaining the role clarity. It gives a role clarity to everybody. Promotions, definitely the people who understands and who gives the best of their efforts, definitely they will get some promotions to the higher orders, the higher positions. Then it prevents the skill obsolescence. Obsolescence means scrap. The one would not be, sitting in a similar place on the same job, in the same role, with that limited and traditional old enough knowledge to do the job. See, that means to say one person, whoever it is doing the job, has to get updated and upgraded. Updated and upgradation is very important. Otherwise the skill becomes becomes obsolescence. Obsolescence means scrap. It becomes scrap. So nobody should become a scrap there. So in every organization that we expect efficiency, we expect the smartness, we expect everything. In that being the case, one has to update their skill. One has to upgrade their skill. It improves the quality and productivity. Definitely, once you upgrade and update your skills and knowledge, it leads to quality and productivity. It meets organizational objectives. Yes. It improves organizational climate. Definitely, organizational climate tells us that how exactly the work culture or the harmonious environment in the working environment, the workplace, the harmonious environment in the workplace. That definitely it is important. It prevents accidents. When we are doing a new job without knowing how to do the job, it leads to so many problems sometimes. Especially when it comes to the technical oriented jobs, they have to get the training. Unless there is a training, definitely it leads to accidents. So in order to prevent accidents, you must have a training. To support the personal growth and development, yes, in order to support and help for the personal growth of an individual in an organization, training is a must. And here training needs assessment and awareness and training program plan. How it happens? See, the first one is there is a directives. What exactly the direction or the directives? This tell us about the vision. Visionaries you must be heard of. Vision you must be heard of. The long-term goals. So we need to have a long-term goal. A goal which is for a longer period of time, but still it has to be achieved. It's called as a vision, and that is followed by mission. Mission is a subsidiary plan, is a small for a short-term goal, which helps to reach our directives, and it define roles and responsibilities of the employees. Yes, after vision and mission, definitely it leads to that. Then oversighted recommendations and observations. Oversight the recommendations and observations. Most of the times, whatever the recommendations we do and observations we do, it will be oversighted, not be considered properly. As a result, in order to update them, many times, orally we'll say the changes, we'll say the change in skill or knowledge or instructions or whatever. The people may not get it correctly. They may take it oversighted. Means what? They may neglect it. As a result, again, there is a need for assessment, the training need. So if they don't understand, or just by orally or just by passing the information to them, naturally you have to arrange for a special course of learning or a session or a workshop to make them to understand in a better way. Then user feedback we have here, after everything is done, we must know about the feedback of the user, how exactly the training programs has come to their help, how much they have understood, how much they have learned. And that is very important because the organization spends lakhs of rupees on training. So only once the user finds it easy and it's important and convenient to him to understand the new job or the new role he or she has to play, then only the purpose, the need for training, whatever we are discussing now, it will be fulfilled. So it is very important. Then awareness and training program plan. So once we assess the training needs, the next thing is there should be an awareness in the training program plan. Immediately you have to take care of that and finally plan to organize for training. These are the references I have made, students. Let's move on to multiple choice question. The training is very much needed to cover up dash in performance. Training is very much needed to cover up what? To cover up means to reduce, to avoid, to reduce deficiencies in performance. Actually, training helps us to understand how to do our job better. So it covers up what? Deficiencies. So answer is A, correct. The second one, efficient training improves dash in the organization. Efficient training always improves quantity and knowledge. The quantity of work is not that important. Knowledge is also definitely. It helps to understand how to do the job is a knowledge only, and the quantity tells us about the actual, the portion of the work we are doing. It's not so important to know how to get the job done quantitatively, it should be assessed qualitatively. See, for example, you might have got some percentage in an examination, but how much you have got, you have understood it clearly, the concepts, how much you will be able to follow pass the interviews, that is important. See, qualitative assessment is totally different from quantitative assessment. Quantitative assessment, it's definitely, say, for example, in an in a university, most of the times, and I'm not putting anybody down here, out of 100 students, almost all 60 to 70 people, they get, for 70 marks, they may get 60, 50 to 60, or first class. 60 students get first class marks. Quantitatively, so first class, 60 students out of 100 have scored in the university examination. Do you find all 60 will be taken or appointed, gets the appointment, same industry, or one of the best industries in the organization in the world? So, for example, like, you can take an example of HP or Axor, or, the Google, any of that kind. Can you just make out, if I give the same test and same kind of interview schedule for all 60, will the company give an appointment to all 60? Do you think the all 60 will take up the examination and they pass through? No chance at all. There exactly the qualitative assessment comes to the effect. So hence, it is only through efficient training it improves, means the quality and productivity that improves in the organization. See, the organizational effectiveness comes only through the quality and productivity. So answer must be B. The students have come to the section of outcome now. It has facilitated with the information relating to the need for training after the induction program in organization. And of course, you have understood the importance of the training thereby. Hope this video has come to your help, and for the better understanding of the further sessions, the various other sessions, do log on to RSG Online 2021. Stay tuned.